Welcome back to Business RadioX Pro Tips. Lee Kantor, Stone Payton here with you. Lee, today's topic, effectively marketing your podcast.
Yeah, I think it's so important. If you're going to do the work to create a podcast, it's important to kind of make sure that it gets out there to as many places as possible so people can find the content. The first thing I would do when it comes to marketing the podcast is make sure that you're distributing the podcast to all the platforms, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Amazon, iHeart, etc. Make sure you're submitting them to all of them, or if it's one of the podcast platforms that scrape, make sure that they have the right RSS feed to scrape from you. Second, make sure you have good episode titles. You want to have episode titles that say something about the content. So you don't want it to be episode number 106. That's not a great episode title. A better episode title is 6 Ways to Market Your Podcast. That's a better episode title. Third, transcribe each episode. Make sure that you get all of those words, digital text in the post, so it can be found through all the search engines, because the search engines right now don't do a great job of scraping the audio. So they need the digital text. And if you transcribe it, you will have it. Number 4 is create some show notes. And make sure that includes the contact information for the guests, because you want the guests to be found and you want them to be found on your podcast. Number 5, make sure your guests are sharing valuable information and advice. If you're not teeing up your guests to share valuable information and advice, they are not going to share the content. So the more you can put the spotlight in a positive way on your guest, the more likely it is that they will share the episode on their socials. And finally, number 6, make sure you do share the content on your socials. Pick a social channel that you and your prospective clients use and post there. Post there regularly, post snippets, post the entire episodes, highlights, things like that. But make sure you're choosing a social channel that your clients or potential clients are using. That is the one you should be using.